Okay, Happy New Year first of all to all our viewers. Have a great and a prosperous 2019 and for a healthy one. Most important thing. We have today here, we're in Omagh, we're actually in Fintona, yes. Near Omagh, we can say in County Tyrone. That's where my wife come from as well, from near Gorchin. So it's a bit of a sort of home ground for me as well. Also the club Omagh Wheelers, for years they have supported the Belgian project, and I'm very, very grateful for them, and I have the chance here of displaying our stuff here and do a bit of commentary. And who I have with me today, well, it's always the winners, but today we have not a winner, but a big performer if it comes to youth development and Omagh Wheelers as well. Olly Logan. Olly, welcome.
Happy New Year to you.
Yeah,
good to see you, Dany. Thank you very much.
Great to have you here today. What are we talking about? Well, I would like first of all a bit talk about the race himself here today. If we can talk a bit about that. How did it come all about? Because this the first time it happened for Omagh.
Yeah, well, I suppose we wouldn't have that many cyclocross riders in the club. There'd be myself, Stephen McKenna, and then maybe a couple of others in the youth. Yeah. And I suppose I only live about half a mile away from here. So when I started first getting into cross a couple of years ago, I would come down here and start practicing, and then realise, well, this is a fantastic facility and a fantastic venue for cross. We're in with the parkland we have here, the camber sections we have off there, and then the wooded sections up there. So for me, it has parts of everything. So I speak with Stevie and a couple of the club committee, and we just planned to have a cross race this year. And working with the council as well. So this is the first time we've had a cross race, so it'd be great to get feedback from everybody's from watching, send it through to me, and we're hoping to have many cross races here in future.
Well, it looks beautiful. This is a beautiful park, and I don't want to be now what would you call it, arse licking as such to say this is the best one, but it's one of the best ones here as well, especially with the big trees there in the background, and a very elevation as well, up and down. The whole course, especially in the woods there as well. I've not been there, but I will see that photos later. And while we added as well, you're doing a lot for youth development here at Omagh Wheelers. Every time there is a wee workshop on, you're there, for the ladies, for the youngsters as well. How does that go for the moment, and what's your plans for this year? Yeah,
well, I suppose as a club, we're really keen to develop youth. We're from a first perspective is getting kids on bicycles and just from a participation perspective, but then also developing skills as well. And we're very much focused on giving them multiple experiences, so not just road but mountain bike, and cross as well. Like for me, and I'm sure you're aware as well, cross is a great it's a great part of cycling to develop the skills as well as kind of aerobic base as well. So and you don't have any of the complications of the safety on the road as well. So we would, as a club, we would have a history of, I suppose, your likes of your Mark Potts and Angus Fife and David McFall, Gary Donald. So we all have had a mountain bike background, and I'd say that in some of the top road riders, even Peter Gann, and even look at Matthew Van Der Poel, stuff like that. They've got a big cross background, so it's great to develop skills. In terms of youth development, our plans right now, we're looking to generally get more kids involved, so give them more experiences, but then also not forget the ones who are kind of racing and competitive. So we would have a core group that we want to give kind of good experiences to. So trying to get them exposed to the likes of Mark Potts and stuff when they're around. I know between myself and Charlie Fisher, Gary Donaldson and Gary McKeegan, we're working to do a youth development programme potentially between February and June this year. That'll be across all clubs, so we're going to work together with all clubs to facilitate that.
I've seen that the older riders now, they're moved to Caldwell, but they're originally from Omagh, but they're still giving a lot back to the sport, because they're there for the youth races or the youth workshops. They're there. You have the likes of Ireland Burns always come around, to get their girls a bit they're role models for them, and it's fact, because Omagh has a really big tradition. Organising wise, well, we knew that it would be okay, because after the championships and whatever, Omagh, also an award-winning club as well, knows their onions, so to say. But strange that you as a background, because you in your professional life, you're a GB coach.
That's right. So I suppose I've been working with Olympic athletes now since the mid-2000s. So I'm a sports scientist by background. And I suppose my specialism is in skill acquisition and biomechanics. So I'm currently working full-time with British Swimming And before that, I would have worked with like GB Archery and British Gymnastics and likes of that. So I've been to. I'm lucky enough to get the opportunity to go to London Olympics and Rio Olympics, and hopefully going to Tokyo as well. So, but I suppose from my perspective, as I work with top athletes in my day job, what I'm really motivated by is working just with kids and having that other end of the thing within my kind of volunteering role. So
well, you definitely do a good job, Olly. But is there any similarity with training wise between what you do, the swimming, and your professional life, and the coaching of that, and actually the cycling? Is there something that comes together?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I probably mentioned skill acquisition, which is how athletes learn skills. So I work with the coaches to try and help them learn them faster or learn them more effectively, and that's what I do with the coaches with British Swimming. So from skills, like starts and turns within swimming, and that massively transfers across to cycling. So so much so that like I'm currently involved in the Cycling Ireland Level 2 coach education workshop. We're doing a skill acquisition module with them, but if you have kids who are learning off-road skills, then that automatically transfers onto the road in terms of manoeuvrability, being able to hurdle around stuff and balance and stuff like that. So huge transferability, and a really important part. And I think people can get caught up on just the fitness training on the road and sometimes forget actually bike skills are the fundamentals, and then you can always train the kind of the energy systems after that. So I very much focus on the technical skills first of all, and then develop the fitness base after it.
Well, you're doing a grand job.
Thank you.
That's a sort of Irish grand job, I have admired Olly for a few years now. What he does for the youth. It is a help to me as well, because he brings up some lads, and I've been chose for a few years now some Uma lads to go to Belgium. But why is that? Because they just have the good background, of here, and the skills that they learn here from people like Olly. And that way it's easier to choose them. It's not because they're also a sponsor of mine, but that wouldn't matter to me if they're sponsor or not. When you have to have the skills and the talent, the personalities as well. They're very polite, whatever. They're a good role model for anybody. It is last year was 2 years ago was Michael McLean, who was chosen. There's a few less now for the moment, because there's nobody to choose out as such. But that can change when you see your young lad like Joseph Owens and Shirley Owen Fisher. So they will come up as well, and they maybe get a chance as well if they keep doing. Olly, it was great to talk to you. It's great to hear a bit about the youth, because that's my interest as well, is youth. And it's always pleased to see a same-minded
That's great.
person.
And Dany as well, thanks for your support. You're a great supporter of the club, so it's always appreciated for you to attend these events and give your advice in as well, so thank you.
I never mind the 2-hour drive to come to Oma.
That's good. Thank you very much, Dany.
Yeah,
cheers.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year as well. Thank you.
Okay, that was it. That was Olly. And back now to my commentating and waffling on, and a few exciting music today, but you will not hear that, of course, in the interview. But just watch YouTube and watch Flickr, and you find all our stuff there. See you the next time. Bye bye. Here we are.
Bye. Thank you.